Hey folks, it's Ben Maloney back again for another video. We're really gonna crank the ASMR up on this video because I don't feel like talking too loud because it's Valentine's Day and I feel the need to get a little more romantic than I usually do. Now if you remember last year, I did a list of my favorite, or at least hottest, Western animated women. I think I would change things up a bit for this year in more ways than one and go all the way to the eastern side of the world and do my favorite anime boy crushes, or at least the anime boys I find the most attractive. So why don't we go ahead and get started. Starting off the list, it's the big buff dude from Kill la Kill. It's Gamagori. Now, as you all know, I'm bisexual, and I'm more into twinks and femboys when it comes to my men. I tend to not like men with too many muscles, but Gamagori, there's just something about him I can't help but to like. Probably because he'd be the dominant kind in bed, and just look at those muscles. I wouldn't mind falling asleep on those abs at night. Up next, we have Death the Kid from Soul Eater. What I love about him is he's a lot like me. He's obsessed with symmetry. Almost to the point where it drives him absolutely insane. I'm one who can be a perfectionist at times, and I tend to like things to be absolutely perfect, or at least as perfect as I can possibly make it. But you know, he tries his best. Gotta love him. So, it's that little quirk of his that makes me love him, rather than his cute face and his asymmetrical hairstyle. And the fact that he's got guns, that probably helps as well. That's the redneck in me and the gun lover in me talking, folks. Dad stink bug flew right in my face when I was recording that last bit. Country living, folks. Oh, nah. Now it lingers a bit. Oh, fucking stink. Dagnab stink bugs, man. Up next, we have a recent favorite of mine, Ryu from the Devilman franchise. What I love about anime is they know how to make boys look adorable, and Ryu is definitely one of those. White hair, baby blue eyes. He's pretty much the Calvin Klein model of anime. While I'm not too familiar with the franchise, I did watch Devilman Crybaby on Netflix, and I gotta say, watching it for him made it all worth it. Nah, I'm just kidding, it's a great show, you should check it out too, but oh boy, Ryu, he gets my vapors going. And another recent favorite of mine, I've been catching up with My Hero Academia, and I do love me some Azcar Midoriya, also known as Deku. He's not the typical superhero. He's kind of nerdy, kind of awkward, and he's got freckles. I love freckles. And he's just overall a good-hearted dude who just wants to become a great hero, as well as having a squeaky, twinky voice that I just love so much in my femboys. And he may be one of the reasons I keep watching this show. Other than for Froppy, of course. You can't talk about femboys in anime without the original femboy in anime, Kurama from Yu Yu Hakusho. I mean, you can't get any more ambiguous than this guy. He loves roses, he has long red hair, he's got a feminine face, and he even has a move called the Rose Whip. He's so gay, I love him. And of course, there's a little joke among fans of the show where there's a lot of sexual tension between him and Hiei. But Hiei better look over because he's mine. I saw him first. And of course, whenever I make an anime countdown, I can't not include my favorite anime, The Slayers. So, I'll go with Zelgadis. Now, people might find Zelgadis to be an odd choice because he's got a rocky body and everything. But I can't help it. I just love Crispin Freeman's voice so much. Oh, I would love him to read me bedtime stories at night. And not to mention, he's one of the few characters in the show that is tired of all the goofiness and is all serious and just wants to complete missions and everything. And for that, I think that makes him a very attractive individual. I wouldn't mind getting rock hard for that rock hard body. And of course, another weird fetish of mine, glasses. whether they be guys or girls, mostly on boys, and this next one is an example of that. Jin from Samurai Champloo. A quiet and unassuming dude with glasses. Gotta love it. And being a total badass helps as well. When I was first getting into anime in 2013, Fullmetal Alchemist was one of the essential animes I was getting into. And this character was one who made me start to realize just how much I am attracted to men. Especially androgynous femboys or boys who look like girls. That is Envy from Fullmetal Alchemist. It's weird because when I first was introduced to Envy, I thought he was a girl. Can you blame me? He's voiced by a girl. He has a pretty manly woman body type. I thought he was a girl. He was a dude. That didn't stop me from loving him. Not the fact, and the fact that he walks around in a tank top doesn't help as well. So, for a badass dude, he sure doesn't mind dressing up like a chick and having long hair as well. And for the longest time, Envy was my main boy crush. That was until I discovered my ultimate boy crush in anime, and probably my favorite animated guy period. Y'all know it was coming. Hideyoshi Kinoshita from Baka and Test. That's right, the guy so attractive, so adorable, and so feminine-like that he's even tricked some actual straight dudes into falling in love with him. Yeah. He was a trap before traps were cool. And it's not just his looks that I love about him. I have a lot in common with Hideyoshi. You know, he's just one of those guys that's so hard not to fall in love with. I don't care. If you're a straight dude, you know you love Hideyoshi. And it's a running joke in the series where even the characters don't know what gender he's supposed to be. It's gotten to the point where he's pretty much his own gender. But I don't care. He's a guy. We all know he's a guy. I love him as a guy. And nobody's gonna ruin that for me. So yes, Hideyoshi Kinoshita is my ultimate anime crush. And was pretty much the basis on how I created all my cute boys. And all my cute OCs. And it's 10:30 at night. Why the hell is there a train? So yeah, folks, that'll about do it for this year's Valentine's Day special. Thought I'd change it up a bit and show my love for the other gender for once. Because you've always known me as the girl crazy guy, but I like a lot of boys as well. And while I'm a lot more picky when it comes to guys, I definitely do have a really good soft spot for them. And heck, I wouldn't be surprised if some days I preferred boys over girls. I probably do for the most part anyway, but that don't matter. Anyway, so before I leave you guys, I just want to let you know, yeah, Valentine's Day comes and passes, and I see a lot of people, lonely people, say how much they hate Valentine's Day because it's just a holiday that constantly reminds them that they're lonely and that they pretty much feel pressured into finding somebody. And I just wanted to give you a positive message, because you really don't have to feel that way. On Valentine's Day, you should tell all the people in your life how much they really mean to you. Whether they be friends, acquaintances, family members, just anybody, mutuals. Basically, anybody in your life who has made a positive impact and they know you care for them and they care for you. Because when you tell the people in your life how much you care for them and how much they mean to you, you realize you ain't so lonely on Valentine's Day after all. And know that if you're looking for love, someday that special someone might come to you. And even if it doesn't, be happy with who you are. Nobody else in the world will love you. You can love yourself. That's all that matters. And heck, if you go the rest of your life without being single, that's perfectly fine. As long as you're happy with that, and you're happy with who you are and your situation, in the end, that's all that really matters. So guys, I wish you another happy Valentine's Day. It was good doing one of these videos again. I hope to do it next year. And who are some of your favorite cartoon boy crushes or anime boy crushes? Doesn't really matter. Let me know in those comments below. And as always, stay loony, my toonies.
Strength. Ain't nobody man enough to feel the pain. And you could be next. You better give respect. Cause ain't no